13 years. It took us 13 years, but we finally made it. We finally have the Lego Fantastic Four. Alright, so here it is. The Lego Fantastic Four versus Galactus Construction Figure. Look at down there. We got all four members of the Fantastic Four. We got a big old Galactus. Oh, over there we got the Fantastic Four again. Look at this wonderful box. Look at that. We got the Fantastic Four there. We got the back with all the fun little play features. This is a wonderful looking set. Motherfucker! Sorry, I have fucking allergies and I'm sneezing so fucking much right now. This set costs $60, but I had Amazon Rewards cash, so I only paid like $30. Who cares? So let's crack into this guy and see what awaits us inside, and finally add Marvel's first family to our Lego Marvel Superheroes collection.
6 months later.
Alright, and here we are. The Lego Galactus set for the Fantastic Four first steps. Oh my god, this guy is really, really cool. I mean, just look at him. He's so big. And look at the little Fantastic Four. They're so small. They're so small. The Fantastic Four, they're so small. So, let's jump into the figures. And then this guy. Boop! Alright, what better place to start with our Lego Fantastic Four than Mr. Fantastic himself, Reed Richards. Look at him. Oh man, it's so cool to finally have all four members of the Fantastic Four in Lego. This looks really good. I really like this guy. He's cool. So obviously, we have Pedro Pascal playing Reed in the movie, and this is now our third Lego Pedro Pascal minifigure. But we'll get to the other ones in a little bit. So, Reed here, he's got his own unique torso, because in the movie, for some reason, he doesn't have the white collar on his suit. I don't know why. But I think everything except that part is the same on all four of these guys. And there's the back, and then you have the head, which is a new print. There's the first expression. Here's the second expression. He's kind of smiling a little more, showing his teeth. And he does have this hairpiece, which I think works pretty well for Reed. But there's one crucial thing missing that I will get to in a little bit. Now we also have these pieces, these like stilts, which we can use to show Reed with super stretchy legs. And I think it looks okay. It's not the best way I think they could have shown his powers, although I am kinda glad we didn't get these weird like noodle arms that came on Kamala Khan, because even though these would have worked, she doesn't have regular Lego arms now, so that kind of sucks. So I'm glad we didn't get that with Reed, but I don't know, I think it would have been cool if they found a different way to visualize his abilities other than this. But yeah, there's Reed and the other Lego Pedro Pascals. Look at that. Yeah, that's supposed to be Pedro Pascal. This is Maxwell Lord from Wonder Woman 1984, one of the worst movies ever made. And then, of course, we have the Mandalorian. Look at that. There he is under the helmet. I was thinking they would reuse this head, but I'm glad they gave him a new head. Even though I think the beard is a bit too thick on this guy, and he should have just had the mustache. Maybe some stubble for the beard, but he should have just had the mustache. But honestly, I can't complain too much, because at the end of the day, this is our first ever Reed Richards. But there is actually one thing I do have to complain about, and it's a very crucial element of Reed Richards. It's the white streaks in his hair. Where are they? Where are the white streaks? Luckily, there is a fix for this problem. His name is Dr. Strange. We just take off his hair, and then we just plop that on there, and look at that. There is Reed Richards with the white streaks in his hair, and he looks so much better. And then we give that to Doctor Strange, and well, who cares? So there you go. You have a new and improved Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. All right, next up is Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, and now we're getting into the white-collared suits that we're going to see as well on Ben and Johnny. See the difference there. And yeah, it is pretty much just the same torso that Reed had, just without the white on the collar. And I think she's pretty good. She does reuse this headpiece. I think it was first done for Jyn Erso for Rogue One, played by Felicity Jones, and then is mostly used for Scarlett Johansson for Black Widow and her character Zori Bennett, I think is her name, in Jurassic World Rebirth. And obviously this is not Scarlett Johansson. This is Vanessa Kirby, and I actually think it works really well for her. I think this fits Vanessa Kirby, Sue Storm, pretty well. I don't mind the reuse, and I think the hair works very well as well. So that's pretty cool. And she does have these two pieces to make up her force field, which looks pretty cool. It's simple, but it works. Simple, but effective. All right, next up, Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. Look at that. There's Johnny, and I think he's okay. It's not too bad. Again, same torso. We're gonna see on the rest of these guys. He has the new Hawkeye hairpiece in this like tan color, but he does have this reused head, which I think is okay. It doesn't really look like Joseph Quinn too much. I mean, I don't know, it kind of could. But the hair, I don't think really works. His hair is a lot shorter, a lot tighter to his head. It's not as like tall and flowy as this hairpiece. This is more like what Johnny's hair looks like in the comics than in this new movie. But I mean, I don't know. It does look like Johnny, just not the one from the movie. And then of course we have these pieces, so we can kind of emulate what he will look like when he goes flame on. Flame on! So there we go. He's not fully on fire, but that would have included, or that would have needed to include, an extra minifigure. Same with Sue having to turn invisible. I don't mind this. This is fine. This is a good compromise. Hopefully someday we'll get a full flame on Johnny that's completely engulfed in flames. But for right now, this is what we got. And I think it looks pretty good for old Johnny Storm. And last but not least, we have our boy Ben Grimm, the Thing. Here he is. And well, if you've been online since this figure leaked, you're gonna know this guy's a little controversial because he is, well, the little. Everyone online is whining.
The Thing is so small. He should have been a big figure like in Lego Marvel superheroes.
I have thoughts because I'm actually a defender of this guy. I think this is a good compromise because in the movie, at least, which this is what this figure is trying to represent, is movie Thing. He's not that tall. He's not that big. He's big and bulky, but he's not tall. Like, here's the Hulk and Thanos. Two big figs, right? Look how big they are compared to a minifigure, right? And like, sometimes Ben is this big, so it could have worked. But that's in the comics. In the movie, he's closer in height to the rest of the four. He's still a little taller, but not by a lot. And it certainly isn't a big enough difference to justify a big fig in my eyes. Now, they could have made a new piece, maybe, for the torso, maybe that Mr. Incredible piece from the Incredibles game, if they wanted to more accurately depict his size. But honestly, I think this is fine. It works, and I don't mind. Also, another reason why they can't do a big fig is because the Lego Marvel Superheroes design is not actually owned by Lego. I found this out a couple months ago, that Lego, even though they obviously had to authorize the design of the thing in that game, that design is not owned by Lego, it's owned by TT Games. So legally, they can't use that design, which is also why the design in the new Lego Marvel short about Demolition Man.
You can call me Demolition Man.
Is that the broom guy from Damage Control? Well, we're toast.
Uses a different design for the thing, which again is based on the comics. So that's a little fun tidbit of information that I learned. That's very fascinating, because I didn't know that was how that worked, and now it makes sense. And again, I think this is okay.
Okay. Okay, is this guy good or what?
We do have these fists to kind of emulate his bigger size compared to the rest of the Fantastic Four. I gotta squeeze Johnny in there like this. And honestly, I think together they all look pretty good. Even though Ben is a little small, I think it works just because of his size in the movie. In the comics, early on in the comics, he wasn't super big. So I think this works. And I think these guys are cool. And I like them. And I'm happy that we finally have them. It only took 13 years since the start of Lego Marvel Superheroes in 2012 to get the Fantastic Four. But here we are now in the year of our Lord 2025, over a month away from Fantastic Four First Steps, and we finally have Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four, in Lego. And I have to say, they really did a good job. They came out really good. I'm really happy with these. And even though they are based on the movie, I would have preferred if our first Fantastic Four minifigures were based on the comics. But the costumes in the movie are so close to how they look in the comics that honestly I can't complain, because I just really love these designs for the Fantastic Four. And I'm excited to see them amongst other Lego Marvel superheroes. But first, we have to look at the Devourer of Worlds himself. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We finally have Lego Galactus. And I have to say, this guy is really impressive. I love this so much. I'm really happy with how he turned out. He was really fun to build. And I just think he looks great. He is a construction figure, so obviously he has more human proportions than a Lego minifigure, which you can see for scale there. And then even a big fig right there. And then we'll do a couple other size comparisons just to see how big this boy is in a little bit. But I don't mind that he's a construction figure, because honestly I think it just looks so good that I don't mind that he's not like a minifigure, like a big blown up minifigure. And yeah, I'm really happy with how he came out. I think he looks great. And even though he's based on the movie, the design is so close to how he looks in the comics that honestly, you can just have this be your comic book Galactus and have him fighting comic book Lego Avengers and other people, you know, along with your Fantastic Four. So, for articulation, we do have a bit. There's no tilt in the head, but it can go back and forth, so you can nod yes.
Yes, I will eat your planet.
And then we can twist his head all the way around with that big ol' crown of his. So then he can go,
No, I won't eat your planet. It tastes like shit.
oh, hey, allergy. I wonder if Galactus has any allergies. And we got the arms. There's this thing that you can move out of the way to get a little more movement. You know, it's on a ball joint, so you do get a lot of movement. Elbow, it's pretty simple. Goes up pretty far. Don't mind that at all. And then we have at the wrist, twirl, twirl, twirl. And you do have individually articulated fingers with these Exoforce bits. And you do have one stud on each hand so that he can hold somebody, which is fun. And I do like that they have this piece here that covers up the wrist joint. I like that. I think that's good. And also does kind of hinder some of the wrist movement, which I don't mind. You know, you don't want the wrist to go up too far compared to going down. So I think that's a really good choice. We do have a swivel here at the hip, which is cool. Then we have his cute little skirt here, which is where most of the stickers go on these big like Jedi Interceptor flaps and X-Wing cockpit pieces. But there's your Galactus upskirt, in case you ever wanted to see that. He's pulling a Marilyn Monroe right now. You have some ratcheted joints at the hip. Galactus can do the splits. When he's done eating your planet, he will then do the splits, which is fun. And you can kick up about that far if you don't push it out, but he can go all the way up and back if you allow it, maybe even further. Yeah, he can go way farther. Not that I think you'll ever need that. And then we have the knee. You can break his knee. Can go in and out a little bit. And you do have these like boot tops here, or like kneecaps. Maybe there's kneecaps, I don't know. And then you have his little feet. Okay, I say little. Nothing on this guy is little. And also these are kind of flat, but they go that much up and down. Then you can fully tilt them at the ankle and break off that piece and put it back on. And then you have one stud there. Okay, put your skirt down, pervert. God. Jesus Christ, I didn't think we'd see that today. So like I said, you do have the one stud on each of his feet so that you can put a minifigure on his foot for display. So that's about it. That's all you get. That is the set, and that is Galactus. And honestly, oh wait, no, it's not all of Galactus, because on his back we do have this thing. You can put this part on the back, and I believe they did a similar thing in the X Mansion for the Sentinel, where you can display a figure flying next to Galactus, like Johnny here, which I think is very fun. So overall, I think this set is great. It's a little expensive. I think it could have been like $50, $55 maybe. But I think Galactus is a bit more of a plussed up construction figure, I think. And then also you do get 4 minifigures with a lot of different parts for their accessories. So I don't mind the price too much, even though obviously, like I said, I paid for half of it because I had Amazon Rewards cash. But I still think this is a great set. Obviously, if you're a Lego Marvel fan, highly recommend it because you get an extremely essential part of the Marvel Universe finally covered in this set. You get the Fantastic Four, and obviously one of the most heinous, dangerous, deadly villains in the entire Marvel Universe in Galactus, which will definitely stand out amongst your Lego Marvel villain characters. And they all look really nice. There are little problems they have, like Reed's beard and not having the white streaks, and Johnny not entirely looking like how he does in the movie. But I can't complain too much, because they all look really good, despite their flaws. And Galactus just looks amazing. I can't think of anything that I would have wanted to see, other than him being fucking huge. But that obviously wasn't going to happen. I think this is a pretty good size for him, compared to your minifigures. He does tower over them. And we'll see how he sizes up compared to some other things very soon. But yeah, I think this is a great set. I love it. This is really good. This is great. But now we're going to see the Fantastic Four amongst some other heroes and just have some fun now that we have the Fantastic Four in Lego. Oh, god damn it, Johnny. Alright, so here's the Fantastic Four. And I got a whole bag here of little guys that I want to see them hanging out with. And one of them that has been waiting a long time for this moment, maybe not eagerly, but he's been waiting 12 years. 12 years I've been waiting, at least, to see this guy amongst these four. Dr. Doom! Oh my god. This is... I'm genuinely so fucking happy to see Dr. Doom with the Fantastic Four. This is so cool, man. I love this. Oh my god. I'm smiling so hard right now because I never thought I'd see this. So Dr. Doom, we have had since 2013 in the first Daily Bugle set that we got. And it was the Spider-Man set. And it didn't come with the Fantastic Four. Like I said, we had to wait 12 years to get them to go with Dr. Doom. And I don't know, it's just crazy that we're finally here. We finally have Dr. Doom with the Fantastic Four. It's not just in Lego Marvel superheroes anymore. It's real. And I know these are the movie Fantastic Four, and this is a comic book Dr. Doom, and we'll have to wait till next year to get movie Dr. Doom. For fuck's sake, fucking Robert Downey Jr. Dr. Doom, god damn it.
New mask, same task. What can I tell you? I like playing complicated characters.
But hey, this is cool, and I like it. But I guess, you know, like I said, Dr. Doom in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. And who knows, maybe even Fantastic Four First Steps. Who knows? I don't know. They haven't said anything. But as we all know, and we've known this for a long time now, Victor Von Doom will be played by Robert Downey Jr. in the upcoming Avengers movies. So there he is. Let's get him out of here. I don't want to look at him anymore. God damn it, I hate that fucking thing. It's so stupid. Okay, there we go. There's Dr. Doom. Now we're happy. Hooray. Look at that. He's ready to kill the Fantastic Four. Specifically Reed Richards. There we go. He won. Did I just spoil Avengers Doomsday? I think I did. I'm so sorry. Shit, Kevin Feige's gonna shoot me now, isn't he? Alright, I had to go super wide for this comparison. Because I want to see how big Galactus was compared to the Daily Bugle. He's a lot shorter than I thought he'd be. Holy shit. He's like, maybe like half the size? A little less than half the size, I would say. Yeah, he's a little under half the size of the Daily Bugle. You know, I was really impressed with how big he was, but now seeing him against the Daily Bugle, he's really short. And I'm sure he's gonna obviously look even shorter compared to Avengers Tower, because that's taller. I don't have Avengers Tower yet, but I do know. I think it's maybe like taller than even this. It might be just like up to the shelf that I have up here. But yeah, there's Little Galactus. I can call him Little Galactus because he's so small. He can peer into the second floor, at least. He can be a peeping Tom in there. And I think I have an idea of how big this is gonna be, or how this is all gonna scale together. This might see an epic fail right now. I gotta be careful. Oh, I'm doing it. Oh, I did. Do not close your eyes during that section, because you're gonna get fucking nightmares. Alright, we do have this guy. The Sanctum Sanctorum, which is more your average size for a modular. And he's about the same size. I'm kind of surprised. He's about even. Yeah, he's a little taller. I mean, obviously you have these chimneys on the roof, but he comes up a little bit higher than that section of the roof. That's interesting. So he can kind of look in. You can get him to look through that window. I'm gonna play with that and see what that looks like, because now I'm intrigued to see what that looks like. And with the Daily Bugle, I'm interested to see what it'll look like to have him look through a window. All right, so I opened up the back of the Sanctum Sanctorum, and oh, look at that! Look at that! Get him in there, zoom in. Look at that, dude. That's pretty cool. Get Doctor Strange in there. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's a cool shot right there. All right, the second floor of the Daily Bugle is a little lower than the top floor of the Sanctum Sanctorum, but it should be fun to see. He can't fully look in there. You can get a good idea of what that would sort of look like. Maybe, I don't know. It's not as impressive as him looking through the window of the Sanctum, but I was really hoping that we could have him look through the top floor in Jameson's office. Alright, closing thoughts. Guess what? I think this is a cool set. I like it, like I said. Really fun. You get very essential Marvel characters here that we've been waiting a long time for. 5 of them, specifically. The Fantastic Four and Galactus. And they all look really cool. Lego did a great job putting this together so that we can put it together. And I'm just excited for this movie, man. It's gonna be so cool. That and Superman, which you didn't get a set for! It's okay, we got the mech. That'll satisfy me a little bit. But hey, here's the Fantastic Four, and we love the Fantastic Four, and we love this set. And I say get it. You at home should get this, because this set is just fantastic.
Say that again?